On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ecologist.
A person who studies the relationships between living organisms and their environment, the state of being outside or directed toward or relating to the outside or exterior.
Examples:
Behavioral ecologist, forestry ecologist. The forestry ecologist studied the interactions between the different species in the forest's ecosystem.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis, process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
Fungus infection, symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Symbiosis.
A close, prolonged association between two or more different species of organisms, typically to the advantage of all.
Examples:
Industrial symbiosis, symbiosis establishment. The symbiosis between the coral and the algae is an important example of mutualism.
Mycorrhiza.
A mutually beneficial association between a fungus and the roots of a plant, in which the fungus helps the plant absorb water and nutrients, and the plant provides the fungus with sugars produced through photosynthesis.
Examples:
Mycorrhiza fungi, orchid mycorrhiza. Some studies have shown that plants grown in soil with a high population of mycorrhizal fungi are more resistant to drought and disease.
Hypha.
A thread-like structure that is part of the vegetative growth of fungi and certain other microorganisms.
Examples:
Hypha of Candida, hyphal growth. In some fungi, the hyphae form a network called mycelium, which can spread over large soil or organic matter areas.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc., that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
Foreground segmentation, foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Nucleate.
Biology: to form or cause to form a nucleus, equals a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA. Adjective: having or occurring at a nucleus.
Examples:
Micronucleate cell, nucleate a crystal. The primitive carbon compounds can nucleate on the surface of the plate.
Spore.
A reproductive cell that is capable of developing into a new individual without fertilization, especially one produced by certain bacteria, fungi, and algae.
Examples:
Anthrax spore, spore reproduction. Bacteria and some algae also produce spores as a means of survival and dispersal, and they are often found in soil, water, and other environments.
Unreal.
Imaginary, not existing in fact.
Examples:
Have an unreal feeling. Unreal situation. The idea of winning the lottery seemed so unreal that he didn't even bother buying a ticket.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Symbiotic.
Involving two varieties of animal or plant, each of which supplies the conditions for the other to exist.
Examples:
Symbiotic economy. Symbiotic bacteria. We have a mutually symbiotic connection with them.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Symbiont.
An organism that lives in symbiosis equals a close, prolonged association between two or more different species of organisms with another organism.
Examples:
Symbiont relationship. Intracellular symbiont. The symbiont in the plant's root system helps to provide the plant with nutrients.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Archaea.
A group of single-celled microorganisms distinguished from bacteria by their unique cell wall structure and biochemical characteristics, which are found in extreme environments such as hot springs and salt flats.
Examples:
Archaea microorganism. Thermophile archaea. The study of archaea is important for understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Protist.
A diverse group of single-celled or simple multicellular organisms, including algae, amoebas, and slime molds, that do not belong to the plant, animal, or fungus.
Examples:
Eukaryotic protist. Protist organism. Some protists, such as algae, are autotrophic and produce their food through photosynthesis, while others, such as heterotrophic protists, obtain nutrients from other sources.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry, microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
Coexist with nature. Coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Microbiome.
The community of microorganisms equals living things too small to be seen, that can usually be found living together in any given environment or the human body.
Examples:
Skin microbiome. Have a diverse microbiome. The gut microbiome is a major producer of serotonin, which is necessary for human mental stability.
Microbiology.
The study of microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and algae, and their role in various fields such as medicine, agriculture, and the environment.
Examples:
A specialist in microbiology. Microbiology laboratory. The field of microbiology includes the study of bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other microorganisms.
Digestive.
Relating to or capable of causing or promoting digestion of food.
Examples:
Digestive juices. A digestive enzyme. A nutritious diet improves the digestive functions.
Microorganism.
A very small living thing that may exist in its single-celled form or as a colony of cells and is too small to be seen without a microscope.
Examples:
Pathogenic microorganism. Microorganisms in his gut. This microorganism is a producer of respiratory disease.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Threefold.
3 times as great or as many.
Examples:
Rise nearly threefold. Threefold increase. The price of the item was reduced threefold after the sale.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Rewild.
To restore an area of land to its natural state, especially by reintroducing locally extinct species.
Examples:
Rewild land. Rewild an area. The government is considering a plan to rewild certain areas by reintroducing native species and removing non-native ones.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Hectare.
A unit of area equal to 10,000 square meters.
Examples:
Hectare land. Housing per hectare. The farm spans over 100 hectares of land.
Randomize.
To arrange or select by or depending on chance, to make something random.
Examples:
Randomize variables. Randomize the order of the numbers. The study participants were randomized into 2 groups to control for bias.
Seedling.
A young plant that has just germinated and has not yet developed leaves or true roots.
Examples:
A green seedling. Seedling tray. The seedlings in the garden needed to be thinned out to have enough space to grow.
Generalize.
To make something, such as a theory, idea, etc., more widespread or widely applicable based on what is true in some cases.
Examples:
Generalize Kepler's first law. Generalize sophisticatedly. It's dangerous to generalize about people.
Monoculture.
The cultivation of a single crop or type of animal over a wide area.
Examples:
Monoculture strategy. Corn monoculture. Monoculture farming can also increase the risk of pests and diseases, as the lack of diversity makes it easier for these organisms to spread and cause harm to the crop.
Agroecosystem.
An agricultural ecosystem, including the plants and animals that are grown or raised, the environment in which they are grown, and the people who work the land.
Examples:
Agroecosystem environment. Agroecosystem function. Managing agroecosystems involves deciding what crops to plant, how to control pests and diseases, and how to conserve soil and water resources.
Pathogen.
A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that causes disease.
Examples:
Plant pathogen. The pathogen in the air. mRNA vaccines are approved faster because they do not contain inactivated pathogens.
Reliant.
Needing something or something to continue, to work correctly, or to succeed.
Examples:
Heavily reliant on oil. Export-reliant economy. The company is heavily reliant on its overseas operations for revenue.
Externality.
A cost or benefit that affects a third party who did not choose to incur that cost or benefit.
Examples:
Externality costs. Network externality. The negative externality of pollution affects not just the polluter, but also people living in the surrounding area.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave. Inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Sequoia.
A huge evergreen tree that is native to California and has a straight trunk and a narrow, conical crown, which is a type of redwood.
Examples:
A giant sequoia. Sequoia National Park. The sequoia tree is known for its massive size and long lifespan.
Sphagnum.
A type of moss that grows in wet areas, such as bogs and marshes, known for its ability to absorb and retain large amounts of water.
Examples:
The sphagnum paluster. Sphagnum bog. The structure of sphagnum moss is well suited for retaining water.
Moss.
A small, soft plant that grows in a low, compact layer, often on the ground or on rocks.
Examples:
Green moss. Moss garden. Moss grows in damp, shaded areas and is often found on the forest floor.